My name is Espen and I'm a wildlife photographer. Very often I work on projects that last for days on ends, filming and taking photos, so I'll often go away in my campervan, van wilder, and one of the biggest problems I face then is keeping all my gear charged. So when Jackery reached out and asked if I wanted to do a review of the Solar Generator 500, I jumped on the opportunity. Now this is pretty much the perfect setup for me when I'm away for wildlife photography days on end. Now I'll take this campervan with me up into the hills to photograph mountain hares, I'll be on the coast to photograph seabirds, and I'll find myself in places like this, in woodlands and lochs. And of course I face the same struggles every time. Very often I'm out all day photographing, or at least in the mornings and the evenings when the light is good, and I'll come back with drained batteries for my camera gear that needs charged. I'll have a drone that needs charged, my other video gear, my little vlogging camera that needs charged. I'll have my MacBook Pro with me so I can edit photos and videos while I'm away, and that needs charged, not to talk about phones and torches and everything else. So there's a lot of gear that just needs to stay topped up. Now the reason why this makes the perfect setup is I can charge this battery before I leave the house. So I have 100% 500 watt hours, and then when I'm out and about I also have a solar panel that folds up, easy to store, and I can charge the battery while I'm on the road. I have 2 cameras and up to 4 batteries that needs charged. My Mavic drone, a controller, DJI Pocket Vlogger camera, MacBook Pro, headphones, torch, iPad, iPhone, and sometimes even more. And the Explorer 500 portable power station with a SolarSaga 100 solar panel means that I always have power on the go and a way to recharge. The solar generator has 3 different ways of recharging. The input charge goes in here. You can charge it from your outlet at home, you can charge it from the car battery, and you can use the solar panel. Fully recharge the battery. It takes about 7.5 hours to use the wall outlets, it takes about 8 hours to use the car outlets, and it takes about 9.5 hours to fully charge from the solar panel. Obviously the time for the solar panel depends a little bit on what kind of weather you have on the day. The Explorer 500 weighs about 6 kilograms. But it has a really nice handle, so it's easy to carry with you. The SolarSaga 100 weighs about 4.7 kilograms, and it folds up, and again, it comes with a really nice handle, so it's super easy to take with you. Although, this isn't the kind of gear that, I would go camping up a hill or something like that. This is the kind of stuff that I keep with my campervan or nearby, like walk short distances. But it is just a perfect kind of setup for me. Very often I'll photograph in the morning and at dusk for the best times of golden light. That means that a lot of the time that during the day I'm back at the campervan, I'm looking at my images, I'm editing, I can put up the solar panel and I can charge the batteries during the day. Once I'm fully charged, I can keep these on and I can recharge the Jackery Explorer 500. The solar panel itself comes with handy little pullouts that you can give support, and you can lean it backwards. Comes with a charging cable for the Explorer 500, and it also has 2 USB ports. One is a USB-C, one is a USB-A. Now the USB-C, I actually do wish that they had one of those on the generator as well. I've seen on the Explorer 1000, which is the upgrade, they do have USB-C ports as well. So very handy that it is on the solar panel, but it would have been really good to have it on the generator as well. Now one of the things I really love about this is how simple it is. I have friends that can make their own kind of battery setup and everything, but I can't, and this is just super simple and easy to understand, even for me, when I'm not very technically minded. So on the Explorer 500, you got a 230 volt, you can charge anything from that. You got 3 USB ports and a car battery 12 volt. Now these plugs here are kind of similar to what Jackery uses. I don't really have any other gadgets that use that. And you got the input right here. You can put on the display to see how much power you have, how much goes in, how much comes out. And on the side we have a handy little torch. Now that's it, just a super simple structure. And I love how easy and visible it is to see how much power goes in and how much comes out. There's also an Explorer 240 generator, there's an Explorer 500, which is the one I have, and there's an Explorer 1000. So these are just all the different watts and capacities of the batteries. They're all priced accordingly. The Jackery 500 Explorer has now actually become our backup battery for the house. There's been a record numbers of storms in Scotland this year, and I live in a rural area. It doesn't take much for the power to go. It is such a peace of mind to know that I have this backup power supply and a way to recharge it if it is sunny. If I can say any downsides about the system, there's only 3 of the standard USBs, so it would be nice to have a USB-C as well, like the solar panel have. And there's only one 3-port UK outlet here. So what I do, when I have more batteries that need to charge at the same time, I bring an extender like this. Let's try it out and see what we can get away with. Now, it doesn't help to just plug anything in. When you want it working, there's a little button right above you need to press. That basically turns this part on. So now the AC is on, and let's put something in here. I want to charge my laptop and my camera at the same time, and I do need the main plugs for it. So let's see how that works on this. So that is my camera in, and that looks like it's draining about 14 watts. It's a Norwegian cable, so I need a little converter. Let's charge my headphones so I can do video editing later. Straight in, and we have to put on the little button up top here. Let's charge my iPad. Sometimes I like to edit photos on my iPad. Let's see what it would take if I actually want to be working on my laptop at the same time. What is really cool about this is that if I have a sunny day and I have the solar panel up, I had it over 60 the other day in the winter sun. Everything I got going on now seems to take an output of around about 40 watt. That means that on a sunny day, I have the solar panel up, I can charge all these things, and I can still be charging this battery. At the end of the day, I may have spent the whole day up on the hills photographing mountain hares or something like that. I know of nothing better than come back to my camper van, put on my images on my computer, and have a look at them while I'm having my dinner and a nice glass of whiskey. As the solar panel folds up like this, it becomes very thin and easy to store away. I had to keep it behind. Now, these products were given to me, but I can highly recommend them. They have been a lifesaver for me to just charge my gear on the go. And I love how environmentally friendly it is with actually having a solar panel that I can get my own electricity. So I'll leave the link below where you can go to their website, and also leave an Amazon link where you can purchase it on Amazon if you prefer. GoldenEye.